Hello and welcome to the GW Bulletin, the daily dose of geospatial news on GW Prime Live. I am Jeffy Jacob, and here are the latest happenings. NASA awarded SpaceX $843 million to build a vehicle capable of pushing the International Space Station into Earth's atmosphere for its planned destruction around 2030. Under the new NASA contract, SpaceX will build what the space agency called the US deorbit vehicle to deorbit the space station and avoid risks to populated areas, with NASA taking ownership of the craft and handling the deorbiting operations. The US, Japan, Canada, and the countries under the European Space Agency have committed to the space station partnership through 2030, while Russia has agreed to remain a partner through 2028. Space Machines Company, an Australian-Indian in-space servicing firm, has signed a landmark launch service agreement with New Space India Limited, a Government of India company under the Department of Space and the commercial arm of ISRO. This collaboration sets the stage for the launch of Space Machines Company's second Optimus spacecraft weighing 450 kg, the largest Australian design and built spacecraft so far. Slated for a dedicated launch aboard NSIL's small satellite launch vehicle in 2026, this mission will mark a defining moment for both nations in the area of space collaboration. Hydrosat, the climate tech company leveraging thermal imagery to measure water stress in agriculture and mitigate the effects of climate change, announced the upcoming launch of its first satellite, Vanzul 1, which is scheduled for early July on SpaceX Transporter 11. This satellite will showcase Hydrosat's proprietary, first-of-its-kind custom images to accelerate the delivery of global high-resolution thermal imaging technology and provide a critical data set to further enhance agriculture and climate models. For the first time, a commercial satellite will include high-resolution thermal imagery and insights spanning the entire Earth, including land and water, revolutionizing the way growers and government agencies evaluate and respond to agriculture, environmental, and climate changes. Hyperspectral Earth observation company Wyvern will use data from sensors on Loft orbital satellites to expand its constellation. Wyvern said it will have access to data from hyperspectral images on Loft satellites, allowing it to virtually expand its satellite constellation without having to build, launch, or operate its own satellites. Loft has tutored the ability of its spacecraft to perform virtual missions that can change based on customer requirements. The satellites include imaging and radio frequency payloads, along with inter-satellite links and onboard computing resources. Galaxy Space, a space tech startup at the forefront of multi-sensor imaging satellites, has announced its partnership with Sky5, a leading platform that simplifies access to Earth observation imagery and empowers users with powerful analytics tools. This unique collaboration marks a pivotal moment in the industry, solidifying a formal agreement well ahead of Galaxy's inaugural satellite launch. Galaxy's technology equips satellites with both SAR and optical multispectral imaging capabilities. The inclusion of Galaxy's technology in Sky5's platform will improve the range and quality of Earth observation data available to the users. This partnership supports Sky5's advancement as the world's geospatial hub. Digital Earth Africa has announced the unveiling of its water bodies monitoring service, a global first specifically developed in and for the African continent. This innovative service aims to revolutionize the monitoring and management of water resources across Africa, providing critical data to support sustainable development and environmental stewardship. Digital Earth Africa's water body monitoring service is unique among satellite-based global surface water datasets due to its accessibility, operational nature, and focus on delivering timely, relevant, and interpretable information to decision makers. This device ensures that crucial data is readily available to support informed decision-making for sustainable water resource management across the continent. Italy's Council of Ministers, led by Minister of Business and Made in Italy Adolfo Urso, has approved the country's first comprehensive framework law on space and the space economy. The new law, which is linked to the budget bill, is expected to fill a regulatory gap by creating a framework for private sector access to space. In addition to mandating authorization for national and foreign operators who intend to conduct space activities from Italian soil, the law will also regulate the activities of national operators intending to conduct business from foreign territories. The European Commission has approved under EU state aid rules a €3 billion German aid scheme to support the construction of the Hydrogen Core Network, a system of long-distance transport pipelines for hydrogen connecting Germany and several member states. The measure aims to facilitate investments in the construction of the HCN, including investments such as repurposing of existing gas pipelines to transport hydrogen and building a new hydrogen pipeline and compressor stations. Germany plans to add 8.8 gigawatts of H2 plants by 2035 and to develop almost 10,000 kilometers of hydrogen network by 2032. Innovis Technologies announced a collaboration with an automotive OEM to advance its L4 autonomous vehicle capabilities. This agreement adds Innovis' new short-range LiDAR into the OEM Level 4 autonomous driving platform. The company expects the collaboration will result in a series production nomination in the coming months pending agreement of commercial terms. With high-resolution detection and over 90-degree vertical field of view, the new short-range design is based on Innovis 2 long-range architecture. It leverages the product's industrialization maturity and is designed to meet the requirements for light commercial vehicles, shuttles, robotaxis, and trucks. The Senegalese Space Study Agency and SatNav Africa JPO have signed a memorandum of understanding to create a comprehensive framework for collaboration in satellite navigation and space applications. The MOU focuses on fostering innovative business clusters in Senegal and across Africa. The parties outlined a roadmap for the organization's short to medium-term initiatives, whose key highlights include a webinar series, which is a series of webinars which will be conducted to educate national entities in the maritime, agriculture, and geospatial sectors on using GNSS. It will also include an awareness campaign to encourage and inspire girls to pursue careers in space science and technology, and an international conference on satellite navigation to bring together experts and stakeholders worldwide. Ashale-Sat, Qatar's satellite company, has announced the integration of new data miner services into its operation, expanding its long-standing partnership with Skyline Communications. This strategic move aims to enhance Ashale-Sat's ability to monitor and manage its satellite operations with greater efficiency and precision. Dataminer provides Ashale-Sat with a comprehensive overview of its satellite operations, including uplink, downlink, video encoding and decoding processes, all presented on a single intuitive interface for streamlined operations. And with that, we come to the end of this live bulletin. See you next week with more news from the geospatial ecosystem around the world.